LFY's turn to ban.
Dire team ban.
LFY's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
LFY's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Angry lah.
Dire team pick.
LFY's turn to
EHOME Macau!
So there we go, should be better now. What do you make of the game so far?
Fun. Interesting.
Fun games? You had the Navi,
Yeah.
I mean that was you know, classic Navi game. Pull off some Navi magic, make a big comeback.
Yep, that was fun. Very interesting game. Very exciting throughout the game. Sneaky Roshan attempts. Oh, saw a lot of drums.
LFY's turn to pick.
Dire team pick.
LFY versus EHOME. LFY won their opening game against LGD. EHOME, I think, lost to OG. So we'll see if EHOME can turn it around. EHOME, kind of the surprise team at this event, forced in by Valve. Not necessarily a top team in China, but some veterans there, the Old Wings Gaming players. And
Ooh, Ogre
Tiny.
Tiny.
That's a fun hero to watch.
Ogre Tiny is very strong together. Because you don't have move speed, and you got Bloodlust. So it sort of solves that issue for Tiny.
Okay. Well, give Tiny the Bloodlust, and Ogre just seems like one of the best first pick heroes these days. It's kind of like the old patch like a year ago or whatever, when VP and stuff, or every team was just first picking Ogre every game. Turned.
You want the like the weak shield hero to win the lanes, like Elder Titan, Ogre, Undying. All these like Bane as well, like all these annoying shitty heroes at the start where you can't touch them. I mean, you don't really have to think of it that way, you know, just do what you got to do to win the game. Like some games it's more important for you to prioritize winning this specific lane, then you do it. Some games you don't.
Team ban.
But definitely more priority has been placed on it because you can't lose your lane.
LFY's turn
Like
to
before, where if they deny all your creeps, you get nothing. Before it's like if he's denying a lot, you're still getting something. But right now, if you can't even do anything in the lane, you're like a non-factor because you get so little XP.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yep, lane dominating heroes become really strong, like a Razor, like some kind of
Dire team
Morphling,
pick.
a Huskar.
But Batrider for now for LFY. This is a classic pick for Inflame, something he's played a lot of.
Yep.
They haven't really revealed any of their cores yet, saving those for last, which
Just-
seems still pretty common.
Just very like versatile three
10
heroes.
seconds
Sanking a Batrider, there's Catch, there's Team Fight, there's Wave Clear, there's Disable.
5 seconds
And there's
remaining.
Stun through BKB because of the Batrider.
Yeah. What doesn't he have then? Why is Batrider not a good pick?
In the meta, he's like kind of situational pick because he's weak in the lane. He's like really, really weak.
Okay.
And then the
LFY's turn to
jungle, you don't jungle as fast, you get very little XP in jungle, like a lot of factors. And there's a lot of other heroes that do a lot more in the game as an off laner. Like for example, a Brew. Strong
A
in
little
the
more
lane.
team fight.
Yeah. More team
Barrett has the
fight.
pick off, but you compare Barrett to like the Tide Hunters, the Brewmasters, some of these other bigger team fight heroes. He doesn't have
5
quite as
seconds
much. Yeah,
remaining.
Doom doesn't buy some of those utility items like the mech, the pipes, and stuff as well. Those aren't the items you can afford to go on a Bat Rider.
Dire team
He's
pick.
he probably gonna buy this game. You're probably gonna need BKB. I don't know. Like, I know Inflame likes to buy Athos on Bat Rider. It's like they don't really give a shit about what the enemy's picking. They're just picking like a very generic lineup. There's catch, then there's team fight, then there's push.
Yep.
Very focused on
10
himself. Like
seconds
Luna is
remaining.
pretty good at killing the split because of the bounce.
5
Oh yeah,
seconds
that's
remaining.
true. Does mean she'll need to go into like a BKB or a MKB to deal with the evasion aspect, perhaps if she's getting
Yeah.
Drunken Haze. Maybe just Manta's enough. Perhaps the more common
And-
item.
And the Brew pick tells you that the Tiny's carry as well. You have
Yeah.
a whole lot of information to deal with. Carry Tiny, off lane Panda. Like Bat Rider can actually run over that lane if you sort of don't take care of the lane well at the start. Like Bat Rider gets early levels sticky, and with a Sand King roaming, you can kill the Tiny easily.
Yeah. No chance of an IO Tiny mid. IO not really a hero that the Chinese teams pick a whole lot of.
I'm not sure about this team, but we rarely see that hero on a China team.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I mean, that's the thing. As much as I've been watching and playing Dota, EHOME's just not a team you see a lot because they're not making their appearances at LANs. Like I feel like I've seen a lot of LFY, a lot of LGD, Newbie, Vici Gaming, but EHOME kind of getting a chance to show what they're made of here.
Interesting pick here. I mean,
Storm
I would-
Spirit, perhaps
I wouldn't
just something.
I wouldn't say the enemy doesn't have much stunts as well.
10
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
Plenty of lockdown for a Storm between the Bat and the Sand King and instant stuns, but a game where all those instant stuns can be blocked by a Linken's at least, so it's not like there's ways to go past a Lincoln Sphere, I guess. So if you want to get a Lincoln's on Storm, you are very difficult to
Yeah.
kill.
I don't know, their overall lineup seems like really greedy. All their 3 heroes need to farm a lot. So they're gonna need like a position 5 where it doesn't farm a lot, so that the tri-cores are gonna get as much as they want.
Yeah. I guess they're just thinking the Ogre's going to secure the Storm's mid lane when, like,
Mhm.
Sand King and AA don't really match up great against the Ogre. CM.
CM will be perfect also for them. Like it's weak in the lane, but it doesn't need much. You'll allow these 3 greedy cores to you know do what they need.
Okay.
And the talent as well, the 15 talent with the Storm. And then the Storm
Okay.
has Kaya.
Yeah, the new Kaya definitely has brought Storm up in the ranks of being a pick-worthy
5
mid-hero
seconds
again, so
remaining.
we'll see where EHOME look to go with that, but the kind of Kaya Bloodstone build has been very popular from what I've seen.
I think right now they need like a safe hero, maybe Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon will be like good.
Yeah,
I think.
Shadow Demon, Oracle even, against the Bat Rider? Is that a
Oracle's-
possibility?
Oracle's banner. Right?
Oh, okay. I forgot that.
Shadow Demon
Yeah,
would be
much
good
further up.
because of the Luna. he
It's
can
also
disrupt-
banned. Come on, Winter, please.
Oh, what
Stop
the heck?
suggesting
Okay,
bad
GG.
We're both suggesting bad heroes. We're terrible at this. I mean, the other safe hero is like Venge, but I feel like Venge isn't really that strong as a support. It has got swap, but
Venge you need
Not sure
some
if
farm
it's
though.
great.
I think you can run him as support, but you need to give him some farm.
no. You got Ogre though. Maybe Ogre takes the 5 position role and you run a
10
Venge,
seconds remaining.
kind of as a 4.
What other saves they
5
have?
seconds remaining.
Dazzle
Yeah,
isn't particularly good against AA.
Oh, not at all. Or maybe they just can't get a save and they'll have to go a different direction. Get something with the team fight, like the
Right.
Disruptor type option or something. Lion against the Luna Illusions. I mean, that's assuming she gets Manta and whatnot. I don't think you pick a Lion just for a Manta on the Luna.
Yeah, I mean the other save is like the snowball, so, but then you have to run double melee, which sometimes
That's
you
true.
see teams do recently. Like a lot of like the priorities are changing between the teams. Some teams prefer to have like that double roam, that presence in the early game. You are enable your cores.
Yep. Shaman, they go more. This is like the aggressive support. When I see Shaman, it's one of those supports that's very useful when you're ahead, but if you're behind,
Greedy.
this hero, yeah, it's very greedy. This hero does nothing if you're losing and playing from behind. And LFY instantly pick Medusa. They
Yeah,
didn't
but-
even think twice about that.
Ogre's gonna like farm. Take all the wards duty, so Shaman can farm a lot.
Yeah. So you can get that Blink Dagger maybe later on the Ag Scepter if things are going really well for you. So See how that works out? Very strong here in the lanes, and that's something which is perhaps going to be important for securing Tiny's lane a bit. And as well as you've got the Ogre from mid, so you've got two of perhaps the better level 1 supports.
I think actually maybe not. I was thinking maybe they would want to run aggro lane, so the Bat Rider can have like a 1v1 lane against the Panda, but probably not. I think they'll probably just do like maybe a 2-on-2. Luna plus A safe lane, and the Sand King will be roaming, stacking for the Medusa, because they have the Medusa, right? So they're gonna want to stack for him, and the Luna, both of them can use the stack. So if you want to maximize the stacking potential, 2-on-2 is the best. Then you can stack.
Yeah, if you aggro trail in, the supports can't really leave the lane to do those stacks. Also, Sand King's one of those heroes that's not great in that aggro trailing because his stun range is so low early on.
They're gonna want to basically, I think at the start of the game, what is gonna happen is the Sand King is gonna go behind and he's gonna pull for the Bat Rider. I don't think the Bat Rider will go pull at the start. He's gonna go to the lane first. Sand King is going to be camping around jungle, and he's going to pull the second wave for the Bat Rider. Okay. Drags the second wave back, and then then the game will be played from there. Then he'll stack whenever he can.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot of these off lanes are being played where you pull waves away to meet your wave and deny creeps.
It's going to be a lot of new economy game because they have Luna and Medusa. They're going to farm a lot, and their team fight is extremely strong with the Sand King AA plus Luna. Like their team fight is so damn strong. Like I don't think EHOME without BKBs can even take fights. Even if they have a Panda, but I still think they're not going to be able to fight very well without BKBs.
I mean, for EHOME, they're going to lose the farming game, right? They farm a lot slower. Medusa, Luna, Mask of Madness, stacks. These heroes just going to actually farm faster, or
their
is
bloodlust
that not the case?
Tiny, I think.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty. Yeah, you kill camps really quickly with the bloodlust.
All right. Well then, if they're going to be able to maybe keep up and farm, can they win the late game though? Is Luna Medusa going to be able to outcarry a Tiny Storm?
Probably not. But then the thing is with Storm is like, Storm 6+ can actually be amazing.
Yeah, and Storm is pretty. There's a hero that Medusa does not match up well against because you've got no lockdown. You're not really killing a Storm out.
Yeah, but it can go vice versa because the Storm can't kill the Medusa too.
That's true. We'll see how well the Bat, the Sand King, these heroes can do with it. We're seeing the chopping through the trees at top. It is in flame on the Bat Rider. He's going to be looking to pull those waves off. Bottom lane, the smoke is going to be popped here. Sand King on the high ground reveals it as LFY do get away from their bounty rune.
So the Bat
Rider going to try and fight this though. They've got 3 heroes and a 4th in the AA coming down as well. AA was positioned mid to go for a block.
I don't think they can fight EHOME, like because Chilling Touch with the Luna's Blessing.
Yeah.
Oh, they saw the Bat Rider.
Yep. Radiant Wall gets planted. Who's pinging? It's an orange ping. It's currently in flame pinging.
I thought they saw him. I was like,
it doesn't look like it. And yeah, LFY are going to push forward. They're going to take 2 bounty runes here. It looks like the top 2 are also going to be completely open for the taking now.
Yep. So the Bat Rider is going to do his own pulling. So it means the Sand King will choose to secure. I believe he's going to secure the safe lane first with this setup. They're going to try to kill the Panda maybe once or twice. Then he'll start to roam and stack more.
It's a pretty strong support. Shaman is going to have the shackles for this Bat Rider. What is he doing? He's going north.
He's going to want to pull the creep wave back so that his creep wave reaches the tower. So EHOME has to go in front and stop the creep from reaching the tower, pull it another place, and the Bat Rider is going to TP out somewhere.
He's going to... from the low ground, he gets him with the shackles. He doesn't TP out. Oh, that's the bad. Creeps. That's a kill for sure. Maybe not for sure. He's got boots here. He can wiggle his way around.
He's not gonna die, but he's gonna waste a lot of time. Oh, actually,
say that Winter. He's getting shackled for a second time here. The creep waves, the right clicks. He is dead.
Okay, he's dead. How did he? Why did he run? Never mind. I thought he was gonna run.
He should have stayed in the trees, maybe.
Yeah, stay and run the other side because he had tangles. But
he had Firefly coming up too. But
either way, so let's see the creep. So has the creep been disrupted enough? Gonna push. I think he's gonna push out. Yeah, he's gonna get XP because the tower is hitting the creeps. He's gonna get XP, so this is fine. Dying like this is still fine.
Yeah, Tiny getting most of the creeps under the tower.
Shaman is
actually missing quite a few.
No, Shaman's gonna pull here. She's actually not gonna get too much. Only 1 wave of creep.
Mid lane Super's having a rough time. He's getting completely zoned out by this ogre. So this is the downside of what's going on. What's Sand King been up to? He's been securing the bottom lane, it looks like.
Because they need 3 people to deal with this. Panda is like a really strong laner. Even though Panda has like 0 CS now, but he's put enough pressure that the Sand King was forced at the bottom for a minute. And now Sand King decides that he needs to move around, but it's already late, you know, the damage has already been done. Look at the CS.
Oh yeah, mid lane is having a rough time. Perhaps they feel they can now zone the Brewmaster with just 2 heroes, because he's still level 1, and Luna AA, with some levels now, have some kill potential. A level 3 Luna has some good damage output with that Lucent Beam.
Yeah, but
so
the thing
Sanking is moving.
The Sanking can't really help the mid lane too much as well. Like, he can't really match up against the Ogre, like, man fight. He has to try and do some stuff elsewhere in the top lane or in the bottom lane and focus on stacking. Like, he can't really directly help the Medusa, but he can indirectly help him by forcing the attention elsewhere.
Tiny is farming away with this tree grab, cleaving through these creeps. Right, is going to be found out. He may look for a kill. No, he's level 1 still. He needs that level 2 with Sanking coming in, no napalm. And kill happening at bottom lane. They killed the Brew. I mentioned this with 2 heroes, level 3 Luna. They suddenly got that kill potential. Bring him down, TP out from HYM.
What a TP. He just TP to the tier 1.
Yeah, sure, why not? He's got pulled 2 tangos. Tiny's like, I don't need these.
But
I'm not getting harassed.
You can't really use it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So right now the state of the game, like mid is like a almost like a, actually it's okay though, 7 to 15. It's a dual lane. I think
She's just caught up. Since the Ogre left, she's been able to get some farm using the Mystic Snake.
And now
the
the pulls happen again. The Ogre's gonna pull for the Brew that didn't really get too much. He has 0 CS, but he has some XP.
Yeah. Pulling all the way back, Brew. Doing what he can to get experience. Similarly at the top lane, Sanking's wave is behind his tier 1, so I'm guessing he did something similar for the Batrider. So both teams sending their supports to help out these off lanes.
Yeah, it's very important to do that, because the off lane is like the literally the suicide lane now. You can't do much there if you don't get help.
Yeah. You don't get that support to pull your waves here in for a rough time, so we'll see both teams kind of transition more into a farming game now with the greedy carries that they've picked. The Storm, the Tiny on EHOME's side, the Deucer, Luna. They're going to want their stacks. They're going to want likely a Mask of Madness at least on one of these 2 cores. And
yeah, but the thing is LFY is going to have a timing where they can push, and like Medusa and Luna with their, say, a BKB timing on Luna, and then Medusa is like maybe a Manta. Oh, mid lane. So
mid lane. Well, with the Chilling Touch, they got some extra damage here. I believe he's going to get the kill. The Mystic Snake is going to be enough, and Super brings down the Storm.
But generally the timing for Medusa is like you'll get the early 2 farming items, the Mask of Madness and maybe like a Dragon Lance or a Pike, then you're really strong. You can like push on towers. Yeah.
That's the thing, even these farming items also help you push and fight because Mask of Madness attack speed is pretty nice.
That's why their lineup has a timing, like a push timing, even though it's also greedy. But whereas EHOME is more like they're really wanting to farm and make the game go long.
Yeah, mid lane perhaps a gank coming in. Shadow Shaman is swooping in from behind. Super gets back to the trees. Will survive as he puts down the Observer Ward.
Try for the Brewmaster kill.
Yep, start with the Lucent Beam. Sanking needs to get the Burrow Strike in. He should be able to do so. It's still just a level 1 and Faith Beyond. Can he tango his way through? Does not look like it. He goes down. Monet gets the kill. LFY getting a second kill on the Brewmaster down bottom. More up times for him. Similarly, top lane, Batrider.
Very good job by Afu here. He's like, this is why I'm mentioning. He's indirectly helping the Medusa by creating, like when he first went top, he created a distraction there. The supports had to stay there and play around. Then he went bottom again to make the Ogre go stay there so that the Medusa is like getting a 1v1 farming matchup in mid lane. Both heroes are just gonna farm. There's very little kill potential.
What's kind of happening now with the Deuce, and that's something where she's pretty happy because anytime Storm goes up to Remnant, you throw a Mystic Snake, you burn his mana. Storm is actually not having the best time when it's a pure 1v1, even though he is ahead in CS. Shackles up top. Can they get this kill? The Avalanche, the toss is there as well. They want to try and smack down the Batrider. One more right click is going to be enough. Old Chicken gets a kill, punishing Inflame's Batrider.
Yep, good kill there, and they're going to be able to push the tower with the siege here. So that's a lot of damage here, and the Storm might actually want to camp around.
He wants his level 6, he's about to get it from this.
Yeah, they want the level 6 and they want to kill the bat. The bat's going to come back to the lane. And if they can kill the bat again, that would be huge.
That's a big kill. Batrider's perhaps a little bit too close for comfort here. Elsewhere, there is a kill. Ogre killing the Sand King here. Top lane, though, it's the Batrider getting initiated on the Shackles to follow. Batrider's going to die for a second time in a row.
The tower's going to go down as well. Like, there's another creep wave coming in. The siege is alive. This is really, really good for EHOME.
There were a couple kills elsewhere. It was a 1-for-1 trade with Brewmaster and Sand King dying.
But That is not so significant as what happened here, because the tower went down.
Yeah, that's really well timed. I mean, doing that with the siege creep, Storm making the first move from the mid lane. Something that he can do that Medusa does not really do particularly well. Super just content to keep on farming. And they've even given top lane now to the Shaman. Tiny kind of moving back into the jungle. He can farm using his tree throw.
What did he buy?
He had an Aquila stacked up. Yeah, he's got a Shadowblade queued now. Wants that initiation item. But also better than the Blink because you do transition more into a carry with it. Should be a dead HYM. He's going to go for the TP out. Is this going to be enough damage? Should be close.
You say that, but you know...
Yeah.
Good TP again. HYM. So this Bat Rider needs time.
I was close with my call. You weren't even close with your call. Top on the Bat Rider dying. Oh, you should be fine. Please.
Dude, he ran the wrong way that time.
Yeah.
He could have just ran the other side and just like tango and then wait for another 5. I mean, it's gonna waste a lot of time. Yeah, I get it, but
yeah.
But actually, maybe dying there would have been better for him. I don't know.
That's true. You want to get back to lane to get your experience and farm, so he accepts his fate.
Yeah, maybe he did it on purpose. It's like, I'm not gonna try and waste the time and just gonna die.
Smoke up from the two supports. EHOME making a move down bottom. They've got Storm down there already, trying to take a bit of a stack here. TTY has both Shaman going with the Hex, the ball lightning to follow it up. There's Shackles here. Ogre's not in the neighborhood here. If they got the damage, it looks like they should be able to get a kill. Monet not having an ultimate here would have maybe been on a turn and 5, but no Eclipse means no kills for him. And a good rotation coming in. CTY needs to get out here. There is a Burrow Strike with a cold feet. Can they get this kill before the ball lightning? No, they can't. Ball lightning away. One more right click should finish him off, and they get the kill. CTY gets punished. Tried to farm the stack after the kill, and that was just a bit too much to go for.
Too greedy, I guess. Should have just backed off. It wasn't even a big stack, right? It was like a triple stack? No, double stack? Not that big of
double, like you said. Yeah.
It's actually not that big of a deal to take that stack. Like, because stacks like the creeps don't even have so much value. Like before, you see a big stack, oh, you feel good when you steal. You know, right now it's like a double or triple stack. You don't really even feel that good about stealing it.
It's up to a triple stack now. EHOME still really want to go for this one. Medusa is there trying to farm it up though. With the Luna, they've got Eclipse now, so perhaps a bit more ready to teamfight this one. But with Brewmaster split online, be very wary of that ultimate.
Tiny is gonna... I think they're gonna be able to get this tower with the split. That would be... Actually no, he's actually going to mid. Because he thinks that they are not gonna defend, so he wants to defend his own tower. Greedy, fake ban. And he has no TP.
And they're not gonna get bottom now as a result of it, but perhaps they feel better about defending mid and taking no towers than trading one tower for one.
Yeah, but then he should be making up his mind though, and I think he needs a...
Yeah, he's back bottom now.
He's not sure what the team wants to do.
Yeah, Shaman not level 6 makes pushing this bottom lane a whole lot more difficult. Brew, I believe scattered out the AA there. Toss in on the Brew, the clap into the split here. Nice initiation using the top. Super is the target they want to go for. Can they bring him down? Have they got the damage for this with the double TPs? Here come LFY looking to defend here with Inflame leading the way. The Medusa's still alive for now. Getting fairly low, loses mana, but has the magic wand here. Now they're going to go change target, go for the Bat Rider instead. They bring him down here. Super with the Stone Gaze. Going to repel EHOME's advances for now, but the Serpent Ward's being dropped means they're completely trapped underneath this tower, and it's a death pit because LFY being swarmed on by EHOME heroes. They've lost 2, make it 3. A 4th hero could be the Sand King. Old Chicken brought down by the Storm Ball, and CTY having an Arcane Rune and Bloodlust tears them apart, 4 for nothing, and a tier 1 tower. In the end, Winter, the decision to go back bottom definitely paying off.
Yep, and it was also a really good initiation, the toss. I was like thinking, how are they gonna start the fight there? Then, oh, okay, they got Tiny. Good initiation there, allowing them to get the kills, 4 kills in a tower?
4 kills in a tower, Storm having an Arcane
Luna had TP, split. But he didn't want to come. It's like...
It didn't look like a good fight. It's hard to use the Eclipse into the Brewmaster split too, so... Can't really blame Monet for not wanting to fight that one.
They have to focus more on like their economy game and try to get pickoffs with the Bat and the Sand King. AA is level 6 now, so hopefully they can get something done with the Ice Blast.
For LFY, it kind of really is the farming game. They want to get their Mask of Madness, they want to farm, they want to get that Mask of Madness +1 item like you mentioned, like the Pike, whatever it may be on Dusa, the Luna getting a Manta, a Pike as well. Once they have that +1 item, they get a lot stronger. But for now, they kind of have to give up those towers.
They're gonna farm for maybe 10-15 minutes. 10 minutes, I think. 10
Yeah.
to 15.
Batrunner will have a blink in maybe 4 or 5 minutes. He's halfway to the blink now, maybe less, depending how things go.
They can get towers, it would be good for him.
They're trying to get top, but perhaps something EHOME may want to defend. They've got 20 seconds before Primal Split is back up, which is really the main thing they're waiting on, so it doesn't look like they'll be able to do so.
Old Chicken has Shadow Blade. This is gonna be very big for the game. The supports are gonna have to buy sentries, and if he can actually get like a really key pick up here, he's gonna get it now.
Yeah, they won't see it right away.
I would say, and any of the calls would be very big pickups. The Luna, the Bat, Medusa. Medusa is the hardest to kill. So
Going in top, he will find Luna. Oh no, he doesn't go for the Luna, it's going north. He's looking around, not finding anyone immediately. Arfu, can he get away? The Shadow Blade about to wear off. I think he's going to just get the kill. Yep, goes for the Avalanche, the toss, and they'll find the kill on Arfu. Slowing down a potential Blink Dagger.
Bloodlust Tiny, man. Bloodlust Tiny.
Not the big kill, the core hero. So it's not the Luna, Dusa, or the Batrider who's really... Batrider needs the Blink more than the Sand King does right now.
Still important though. Like Sand King and Bat, it's gonna... They don't have Blinks now, so... It means that LFY doesn't have good ways to start fights, get pickoffs if they don't have Dagger.
Yep. Mid lane, meanwhile, will be another tower for LFY. Can he get the last hit? He does. Super does what Monet could not, and last hits the tower. Dude, he missed it top. I was watching him. He was trying to time it. He was cancelling attacks, and then he still missed it. It was
Last hitting is
not
hard,
a true carry
man.
player.
Last
Yeah,
hitting
that's
is hard.
I remember there was a stat. I think it was Knoxville who posted a stat about the carries who are the best at last hitting towers. And I think Ramses was like #1. It was kind of interesting to see which carries get a lot of tower last hits. Ortiz was up there. I think he was in the top 5. Ramses was.
Definitely not the Chinese carry players. I
think maybe was pretty high.
They value like momentum more than like the movements and more than all this kind of like last hit, getting kills.
It was just interesting to see, like, because it's such a random stat, like, but it is kind of a interesting one to take note of.
Oh,
another Shadow Blade in Old Chicken. Ooh, Batrider finds Old Chicken here, gets stunned and kind of pushed back here, but he's got backup, so Batrider's going to keep on chasing, and Old Chicken could be in some trouble. The Fire Blast will slow down the chase here. Ice Blast being thrown in as well. Old Chicken, Shadow Blade in a couple of seconds here. He needs to get away from this one. Will be able to Shadow Blade now. Gets pushed back by the Flame Break, and instead they'll go for HYM. They'll take the support. They couldn't quite get the Tiny with all that movement speed.
I was quite surprised that the Ogre didn't sacrifice himself. In that, someone had to die there for them to run away, and I thought the Ogre would be the best guy to do it.
Shaman, not the end of the world. I mean, Shaman does have a lot more farm than the Ogre.
Look at his, you said that, look at his
yeah,
farm.
look, more than the Brewmaster, so yeah, it's a rich Shaman. He almost has a 4-star already with Arcane Boots.
Oh, he's actually like number 3 on the nav. Oh, okay, no. Number 3 in the nav.
Number 3 for his team, yeah. You're right on that. EHOME do have an overall slight gold lead. They're going to smoke up, look to keep using the Shadow Blade. You talk about timings, this is definitely more EHOME's timing. They've got Blink Dagger on Brewmaster with Primal Split. They've got this tiny Shadow Blade, and LFY meanwhile are in farming mode. They don't want to fight right now. They're just looking to be greedy and farm up all these stacks in the jungle.
Yep, they're going to have the dagger.
They find Medusa. Multicast stun, they're going to get the Avalanche toss to follow it up. Can Medusa get off the Magic Wand? No chance to do so. If she got the Wand gaze off, it could have been different. They're going to get a second kill. DDC in the middle lane gets balled on as well. Not needed, as Storm was too late for the party. They bring him down.
Luna's caught, it's bad.
That is a big kill if they can get it, and you bet they will. They've got numbers. EHOME find their kill. Great initiation coming in from them. Good smoke usage and punishing the fact that LFY are playing very greedy right now.
Radiant's middle tower.
And they don't have a choice, yeah. They don't have their daggers. Now they're gonna get a dagger, so they're gonna be able to do something now. Like, get a pick off Camelin, get a pick off.
Oh no, Sand King. Top lane, he's being initiated on. CTY comes, even brings his own detection.
What the heck? He has his own sentry.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes you bring dust, but a sentry? I bet the support bought it for him. CTY doesn't buy wards. Winter. Mid lane, Batrider. Well, he ran into 3 heroes. Perhaps thought it was safe, but he looks like he blinked in and just instantly died. Thinking that the Ice Blast follow-up was maybe going to get him a kill, but EHOME had only 2 heroes top and actually left 3 mid, so they found another kill. And
oh, they're gonna take the stack. Oh my god, that's a triple stack?
Yeah, it's a triple.
Oh, triple ancient stack? Oh, that is huge.
Not too bad. This Bloodlusted Tiny is tearing them apart. They're gonna TP away.
Coming to your pub soon, Bloodlust Tiny. Oh, he's already in my pubs. I know how annoying it is.
Tiny has definitely been one of the new emerging heroes of this patch.
People haven't really figured out the role yet. You've seen support Tinies, offlane Tinies, carry Tinies.
Yeah.
I think you
Tiny,
can't,
IO Tiny.
I think it's hard to play support now because of the nerf to the move speed and I mean the tree grab nerf. It's more fitted for carry now, I feel.
Yeah, you need those movement speed items. I mean, you look at what he's building. He had Shadow Blade, now he's got a Yasha, probably seen SMY. He's going for all movement speed items. Even with Bloodlust. Like, normally you think, oh, you've got Bloodlust, you don't need movement speed. No, he still wants the move
Look
speed.
at this hero. He has Bloodlust and he has Yasha. He's 400 move speed.
Yeah. Now he's at 356. That's with Yasha, and, well, he's not Shadow Bladed, but that'll give him a little bit of a boost.
He's a slow-ass hero, man. He's a stone.
You seen Stone moves? I don't want to. I don't know what you're talking about.
Double blinks and a smoke. Okay, they have
What can...
They have to get something here. And look at EHOME. They also smoke. They have the Panda split.
Shaman may just be a sacrificial land. They could loop around here and use the Shaman as bait. Well, he's dead bait, that's for sure. Can EHOME now look to try and fight this? Will snuff away. He should still die here. And here come EHOME. Smoked up, ready to go. Brewmaster split online. Faith Beyond holding a high ground position here. Who are they going to find? Medusa nearby. Doesn't look like they want to engage. Got some damage on the tier 2, but not great. Not the biggest loss, though,
Shaman
losing
is
Shaman.
a very important hero for them. He has 6,000 net worth.
Yeah, he's big. He's a core winter.
They're gonna have to fight around him. I think Roshan will be a good time for Roshan. Use the wards for the Rosh.
CTY going for the Lincolns I kind of talked about. You get this item and you're very hard to kill. He's going for it before the Bloodstone. Kind of like this.
Kaya Lincolns, yeah.
Considering the two ways he dies is the Burrow Strike or the Lasso initiation, and both of those are blocked by this Lincolns.
And he did. Actually, I see people doing the HP when they don't have Bloodstone, because otherwise you were really weak. But this guy, he didn't go Bloodstone, and then he goes for the static random damage.
Brewmaster goes in once the Batrider doesn't have the Firefly up, and as a result he will go down. Can they get more here? The Burrow Strike coming in, Arfu trying to turn this one around. The Lunar Eclipse being thrown here, not really doing a whole lot of damage to the EHOME side, and EHOME being zoned away by the Stone Gaze, but here comes Old Chicken, ready to charge down, go for super. He is kind of low, half health here. Nice Burrow Strike on a 2 here. EHOME gonna get bullied away. The Dust gonna catch Old Chicken as well. Why gonna throw his life away to try and save this Tiny? Can Arfu get another stun off? He's got a stun in a couple of seconds here. It's HYM trying to die for the cause, and he will do just that. He was worried that his Tiny was gonna die, so he charged forward, threw his life away, but does perhaps save the Tiny in the process.
Still heavy losses there. They lost the Panda, his ulti. I think they weren't like ready as well, because I felt like the positioning of their heroes, like they weren't expecting to take a fight there, and LFY had like a really good vision around the Ancients area, so they were really clear about how many heroes were there.
Yeah, and the Primal Split, they threw everything on that Batrider, but the rest of EHOME weren't really fully ready to follow up on the Primal Split, so the fact someone like Luna can get off an Eclipse before the Brewmaster throws her up in the air with the Cyclone as well, you really need to use that Cyclone either on the Luna or the Dusa for a fight like that.
But CTY couldn't get to that fight as well. He didn't have a TP, so either way, I felt it wasn't a very good proposition for them to fight when there's only 3 people.
Oh, he drops a ward, but it's a smoked up Batrider who will get the jump. Not the biggest kill, but a kill nonetheless on the Ogre. Here come EHOME though, they're in the neighborhood. Not going to fully commit and follow it up. SMY completed on the Tiny. This is the 2 item timing we talked about. You know, you get that second item after the Mask of Madness. Dusa has it. Luna has a Yasha, not the full upgraded Manta yet, but has the Dragon Lance with the Yasha. So this is where LFY can actually fight with their Mask of Madness carries.
Yeah, and his level 15 talent is also like a very strong power spike because of the damage, the 24 damage. It's a lot of damage for Luna.
Yep.
For the team as well.
It's the team, yeah, that's the thing. It's not just Luna, it's everyone around her, so pretty decent pushing.
It's like a Drow Medusa strat, but a little weaker in damage. But more in team fight, because you have the Eclipse.
Yep. Bottom lane, Storm will be pushed back a little bit by Super. We will see Storm queue up the Shiver Scar. Doesn't look like he has any intent on going for the Bloodstone for now. The attack speed slow will be very useful against a primarily right-click damage lineup coming out from LFY. LFY still setting up camp in this enemy jungle. They really want to find a pick-off here. Can they catch the Storm? It looks like they may just get the Ogre instead. Storm is going to counter-initiate. Luna pops the Mask of Madness. Can't actually use the Eclipse here. Could be in some trouble here. And Luna, Monet, silenced up. Can't get the ulti off just now. The Brewmaster Split is there, and they will bring down Luna. Using that Mask of Madness on the Ogre ends up costing her life, and there's Sand King. Epicenter Burrow Strike. They want the Storm. They'll bring down CTY. Getting a big kill here. Serpent Ward's drop from HYM. They want more. EHOME aren't done. They may have lost the Storm, but they're going to get more kills. They found a third. They want Arfu as well. Burrow Strike away. Is this going to be enough? Unlikely. With the toss follow-up. Okay, he dodges that one with a blink, and he's actually out of there. Full staffed away. Medusa helps his buddy out. Surprisingly, EHOME only got 3 kills.
Yeah, still big victory for EHOME. I mean, I think they kind of knew that they were coming though. The Ogre was intentionally baiting. The Storm was like waiting behind. He didn't even want to go out to farm. He was just like waiting.
Yeah.
I think the ward, like maybe this ward here saw the Bear Rider coming. I'm not sure, but they were very, very prepared for that fight. Even though they should have maybe gotten one more kill.
That's like the ideal scenarios. Ogre getting jumped by the Bat Rider lasso, assuming that you're going to counter initiate, because that's. As long as he's bloodlusted, your teammates, Ogre's already done his job.
You don't do anything anyway in the fight, so you might as well just take a huge spell for your team.
TP coming in from Bat Rider, this will get scattered out.
Yeah, so right now, Roshan is right up in the cards for either team to get it. Like if anyone wins the fight around Rosh nearby, that would be a very easy taking for either of them.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. We'll see if any team's going to go for any kind of a smoke play here. Don't see any smokes on the Radiant side. Dire side, similar story. No smokes for any heroes.
Oh, Medusa.
Wrong place, the wrong time. Medusa, can they bring her down? Stone Gaze, not enough mana for it. He force staffs away, but this will be a kill as CTY used up a lot of his mana to get this kill, but there's no counter initiation from LFY. Dire Scamble.
Good movement there by Old Chicken. Scouting him alone, so they were able to just get a kill, and they couldn't get his Stone Gaze off.
Wants to go back in maybe, or they're going to go for the Roshan. You mentioned it is Roshan time for either of these two teams. You get to pick off like a Medusa, and suddenly Roshan becomes wide open.
Yeah, he really don't want to buy back for this though, even though he can.
Yeah, we'll see if they try and contest it with just 4 heroes. Inflame poking around the Serpent Ward's happy drop. Roshan's dropping pretty fast here. Inflame. He does see them with the Firefly. Is he going to go in here? There's the buyback from Medusa. They go with the Epicenter Burrow Strike here. The toss, though, going to catch them instantly. 2 heroes on EHOME just instantly melt. Old Chicken trying to Shadow Blade away is dusted up here. Luna chasing with the Eclipse already used. Then Medusa, perfect position for the Stone Gaze. Gets stunned up for now. Can they bring down the Tiny? Tiny's just trying to get the hell out of there. It's time for EHOME to ditch this fight. Buybacks coming from both sides. CTY, the Storm's already even buying back in. Can they stop Roshan being taken by LFY now? Super's buyback really paying off. They bring down the Brew Split and everything. Storm balls in. He gets Roche. Oh, can you get out?
Oh okay. My god, he almost
gets
didn't
the
get
Aegis
it.
just in time. Wow, what a buyback.
So how many buybacks were they? They used 2 buybacks? One,
I believe it was 2 on EHOME and 1 on Medusa. Yeah, EHOME used Storm and Brew. It's a dieback from the Brew, in fact. Yeah. Wow, what a Roshan grab from CTY. That was a heads-up play.
I'm not sure if that was worth it though for them. I mean, even if he got the Aegis, I still felt like you feel good about if you're LFY.
Yeah.
You
can kind of farm while the Aegis is on the Storm and just wait for it to expire now.
Yeah, but then again, like if he doesn't buy back, then LFI has the Aegis. Then you feel like it's also bad for you.
Well, we'll see if EHOME can get something out of this Aegis now. They're going to have Brewmaster split in about 60 seconds, so that kind of is the big item they're likely, or the big spell they're going to be waiting on before they make a move.
They have to, like, I think once the Medusa reaches 20 with the talent, level 20 with the talent, and he gets his Skadi, I think that would be, he'll be like, way too hard to deal with.
They're thinking about going on Medusa, but teammates were in the area.
Arcane Rune. Arcane Rune Storm, okay, sure.
Okay. Invis and Arcane. They saw him pick it up though, so they know he's kind of there, but it doesn't, knowing he's there doesn't really matter if you're going to get jumped and have no answers for him.
Oh, they have to avoid this fight at all costs.
Yeah.
I can't even stop.
This is the Brewmaster split back up in 15 seconds. They smoked up, they're ready to go. They want to start that fight knowing that the split will be on 9 seconds. Shaman's... Okay, let's say Shaman's not with the team here. But they're going to catch out in Flame. Gets the hit. Nope, tosses his teammate, but it doesn't matter. They still get the kill nonetheless as the Manta Illusions will be free food for old chicken. Probably see a tower fall with the Serpent Wards here if they want to. TTY has already popped the Arcane Rune, and yeah, LFY, you mentioned avoid this fight. They're headed top. They want to push out top lane. They don't want anything to do with this fight.
They only want to fight when they have the BKB on Luna and the Skadi on the Dusa. I mean, he bought that.
Gosh, the long range ball lightning. They go on Monet from afar. TTY is going to get this kill. Arcane Rune Storm Spirit. He bowled from like the Roche pit.
He had 1800 HP.
Yeah. I think he saw the Luna pop the Mask of Madness, so he's like, well, you pop Mask of Madness, you're very squishy. Very well timed jump from the CTY Storm Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Old
fallen.
Chicken's gonna have his heart, so all this disable. Like, you know, just now when they dusted the Tiny, the dust duration ran out so quickly, it was so funny.
Oh, with all the strength, yeah.
Yeah, the status resist, and he's gonna have a heart soon, and
he's got 20%, yeah.
No, it's not only 20%. You have to count the extra 40 from the grow, so it's like almost 60.
Oh, okay. I see.
You have bonus
yeah.
and then your bonus.
Yeah.
Everything
That doesn't.
adds
Yeah,
up.
that doesn't show on his.
Yeah, it doesn't show.
On the status bar. Does it add up to 60 or is it like?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay, so it just adds some of those things like kind of diminishing returns if you get multiple of them, but that's yeah, a lot of status resistance against annoying spells like Burrow Strike, Lasso. That's pretty damn good.
I don't think you even want to lasso him. No, I don't know.
Yeah, how can you lock him down? I mean, you can't really disable him. If you want to go on him, you got to kill him.
So with 60% resistance, your lasso will be like only 1.8 seconds, I think, at level 4. I mean, I guess you still have to lasso him. It's just retarded that you just lasso him for 2 seconds.
Hope you can kill him with like the Eclipse and the try and get him with the Stone Gaze, I guess, as well. But
yeah, I mean they have to try though.
He is a big damage dealer in these fights.
So right now they have the BKB completed soon for actually not soon because he died. Medusa has his Skadi soon. But you still want to have the BKB on the Luna before you fight. I think those are the two important items you want.
She's trying to finish it. Last time she tried to finish it, she got jumped by the storm, so...
Yeah, but it only happened because of the Arcane Rune. I don't think you would have died without it.
Probably not. Storm still had like 300 or 400 mana after the kill, but I think that Arcane Rune may have been close to making the difference. Hard to say. Now Storm has a Shiver's Guard, queued up a Hex, close to level 25 as well.
Yeah. So state of the game wise, I think it's still the same. LFY wants to draw out the game as much as they can. And EHOME, they really want to do something soon when the Storm has, I think before the Aegis expires. How long does it have? Okay, I think it's already up. They don't have time to do something.
It's, yeah, 5 seconds. They're gonna have it expire here. They may still look to jump here at the bottom lane if they can get a good jump. You see Medusa perhaps a bit exposed here. Aegis expires.
Oh,
Are they gonna go for the jump? They jump the Serpent Wards.
Oh, he wants to use the regen to catch the bat, I thought, but...
Oh, he didn't
that
get
was
the kill.
weird.
And now
So-
bottom lane, yeah, they dropped the wards and went for an initiation bottom while Storm was top. Not
Well,
entirely on the same page.
What if the Storm didn't catch the bat and the bat TP bottom and they 5 bottom and they took the fight?
That would have been terrible for EHOME, I'd say.
That would be so risky.
Yeah, I mean, Storm has 0 mana right now. Sure,
So they have the hut on the Tiny. Any other big items? Panda has offering.
The Ags on Shaman is online.
Oh, that's big.
Yep, a lot of damage. Here come LFY smoked up. They want to get their initiation here. They drop a ward on the high ground. Direscan does not see them coming in just yet, but it is close to where LFY are positioned. Can LFY fight now without the Aegis down, or are they still just in farming mode? Well, Luna needs BKB.
I still think
so
you want to
for
be.
sure.
Yeah, you want to be heavy though. I don't think you want to fight. I mean, he's close, so there's no reason not to wait for it.
Yep. And it looks like they will just about finish up with these ancients here. And
Yeah, I
that'll
think
get
I would say the
Luna ready to go.
BKB and the gem. You want to have a gem on the bat because the game is already reaching to a point where the vision could like make a huge difference in the fight. Like someone dying first. So gem and the BKB, those are the two things that they want to have right now. Medusa's queuing up a Hex. So.
I like that Storm's taking the wards here. He's like, oh, give me these wards. I'll go play them. Hex. We're seeing Hex also queued up on Storm, so... Sigma Mana Pool. I mean, I guess you've got enough damage with the Luna.
Yeah, so he just wants to have more lockdown for the Storm. And even the Tiny, even though it's like a maybe like a 1 second hex. 1.5 seconds.
Really getting down there. LFY are going to pressure this bottom lane. They want a tier 1, still standing, but with the BKB on Luna in the front lines, there's a DD Rune as well. That one is going to be scattered out by the Bat Rider. Ball in from afar. Storm, he's going for the TP! Oh!
He actually mistimed it. Could have died there.
Yeah, he sure could have. He was sitting there TPing for a good, like, half a second.
Yeah,
but they broke the Lincolns.
They needed
and
the snake to break the Lincolns.
I don't think EHOME were expecting him to suddenly land in front of them.
And even when they saw him, they thought the TP was going to complete, because that's usually what happens.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're assuming like you have 0.1 seconds and it's not worth reacting. Your assumption is the Storm is not going to make a mistake like that when you see him bowling into 5
Yeah,
heroes.
kind of. Yep, that is true.
Well,
So
Shaman queuing up a refresher now. Level 18 approaching not quite halfway to refresher, about a third of the way to it.
Okay, I think that's their strongest timing right now for EHOME. One of their very strong timings. They're gonna have level 18 refresher and the shard. So the next Roshan needs to get it, I assume.
It's just next is cheese, isn't it? We've only had one Roche so far.
Oh, it's okay. GG. I thought it was third Roshan.
Yeah, not quite.
But the third Roshan, you could argue about giving the shard to the Shaman or the Brule. Maybe
It's
the
up,
Shaman will
Winter.
be...
I mean, Roche is up, not the shard, but we'll see if both teams put a lot of emphasis on this right now, because that is definitely the big focus point for the two teams. Gem on the Bat Rider, you mentioned vision being key here. Smoke
can they get the jump? Oh, Panda!
Ooh. They miss him. He gets the blink away just in time. Ogre may die for this one, but he's the perfect bait. Tiny thinking about going in here. They're not going to get the kill immediately on Y. He's actually back to safety. Storm is bottom lane, perhaps threatening to split push.
They don't want to even commit on the Ogre because they know that it might actually be really bad. If they go on the Ogre, they like commit like a hero in, and the Panda jumps in with the split because he didn't die. The perfect scenario would be to kill the Panda first, then take the fight from there.
Storm bowling away again with all those remnants left behind. He's being pinged out. He didn't actually TP just yet.
He still wants to stay around though.
Doesn't matter. He really needs to find somewhere. And he brought heroes bottom, so perhaps setting up his team to take Roshan bed.
Oh, Arcane Rune! Oh my god, Arcane Rune again.
His mana's pretty low though. He's only at 700. Regen very fast. Lasso going to get who? Storm's not here yet. He's not ready to fight. Ice Blast going to catch up Faith Beyond. He gets the split off though. Brewmaster throws up the Bat right into the air. The Lunar Eclipse doing not much damage because of the Primal Split here. Ball in from the Storm Spirit with the Arcane Rune. He's focused now on Super, and the Serpent Wood surrounding him. There's no escape for the Deucer. They bring her down with the Bat, and they may actually just go push. Do they take Roshan? Do they go for the push? Storm wanted more. He balled in pretty far here. Out of mana now, but regenning pretty fast with this 20 mana a second regen.
Yeah,
looks like they will go
that
for
Shaman was did a lot as well. That fight.
The Acceptor upgrade. He is halfway to his refresher as well.
So the Storm is gonna have this cheese thing that he can do later in a fight. Like he tries to snipe someone with the cheese. You ball from far and then you pop the cheese halfway.
Nice blast. Gonna come into Sank and go for a steal here. Potential blink, Burrow strike, this time he gets hexed up. No chance for him. He'll get the Aegis, and the cheese goes to Tiny though. If he holds on to it, looks like that is going to be the case.
Don't think he needs it though. Like a Storm can have
no.
it, I think.
It's got 4k HP. The cheese won't even heal at Winter. That's when you know you don't need it. Well, when maybe you do need the cheese because you've got more than the 2.5k HP, but will not heal him to full. His AC is going to be a nice boost in damage as well for the upcoming fight. Looking pretty damn good for EHOME here. This Shadow Shaman Refresher is going to be another big boost. I say that, and well, mid lane, I don't know what Faith Beyond was doing there, but he's dying.
He was trying to push out, like want to greedy with pushing out one extra wave.
Yeah. It's got an Aeon disc queued up, I like it. So you don't get bursted before you get the split off. Very good on heroes like a Brewmaster where you want to make sure you get your spells. We saw it on Omni Knight the other game that you were casting too.
Yeah. It's pretty good on like Phoenix as well. Like, all these kind of heroes that you don't want to be... You are so important for the other team to focus, and as long as you have this item, they can't do that.
Yeah. Well, this Shaman is ridiculously farm, all things considered.
Yeah, he's... oh, he's actually so close. Gosh.
Yeah. Level 20, so he's got the +1 Serpent Ward's max HP as well.
I think they can end the game when he gets
Yeah.
the refresher with the double wards.
It's like a guaranteed lane of racks if you drop double wards, I feel. Like you just can't fight into double wards. Alternatively, you win a fight and then you pop wards and you take the throne.
Oh yeah, because the Luna doesn't bounce on the wards, but
No.
and
She
you
does
don't
have
switch.
Manta, but we'll see how much that helps.
Yeah, it's gonna take. I mean, they still have like considerably better heroes to deal with the wards.
I mean, if Luna bounced on ward, Shaman would just be a useless hero against Luna. Butterfly coming from Monet, that'll help a bit, at least if the throw is not dying to those wards. No real solutions to the evasion on the Dire side. No Bloodthorns queued up on Storm. He's got a Hex. See what they do as far as dealing with evasion, or if they just say, "Ah, it's okay. We don't care about the evasion."
So if the game goes long, I mean, I'm thinking about even if the game goes longer, right? Like with the Storm being this fat, it's still gonna be like very annoying for LFI, even though they have the Dusa and Luna. Like they can just like control them in the base and just, you know, control the map. And the Tiny they can just poke the towers with the Shaman and the Tiny, like keep constantly poking and control the map.
That's what they're doing bottom. They're giving Shaman the waves to farm, so it's like
Does he have-
telling HYM, you get the farm. He's 1,000 gold, so he won't have it for this push with the Aegis Cheese. He probably won't have it unless they get like a lane of racks and get some money for him.
I
But
think
even
he
just
can get
one,
the tower. If he gets the Velocity on the tower, then he's gonna have it.
Dormant mid, perhaps pushing the limits a bit too much. He needs to be a bit careful as well. Balls in from afar, goes on the AA net. They're actually going to initiate in here first with the Sand King. He goes in. Ice Blast going to finish off the Shaman, but he did get the Serpent Wards down pretty far away. Still in range of the tower with the extra range here. The Medusa going to try and bring down the Brewmaster, but the last Prime will split the fire when it's still alive for now. Barrett he wants to get the kill on it. Is the Flame Break going to be enough? It looks like he will tick down. They get the kill on the Brewmaster. Storm Spirit with a DD rune doing okay work there, but it's a tower here. That's perhaps enough for EHOME. They may still want to fight with Aegis and Cheese. They're still very strong here. Barret's going to buy back with a lasso. Trying to bait EHOME in, it looks like. Old Chicken. Not going to be able to do a whole lot here. The Serpent Wards are not hitting the racks because of how far back they were placed. And I think this is the end for EHOME. No more Serpent Wards. They've got to back off. They've still got Aegis and Cheese if they want to reset. They've still got maybe about 2 minutes left.
Shrine,
a minute and a
Shrine.
half.
Get Shrine, and then that should give the Shaman his refresher.
That's... Yeah, that looks like... Well, they're not going to go for the Shrine. Perhaps a little bit worried about the safety of staying around in that Radiant jungle.
Yep, but they're still definitely in control of the game right now.
Yeah. It was a good Stone Gaze while it was up. They just focused down those brew splits and kind of pushed EHOME away from the base. And jumping the Shadow Shaman meant the wards were not placed inside the high ground. If they were on the high ground, that likely was a Rax.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a dagger. Like, that's the downside of
Yeah.
this build where he's rushing the refresher. But eventually he's gonna like... I think all he needs to do is just maybe wait for the Panda just uses the split first, and then create a distraction, and then he just like walks up and drops his ward. I think
Radiant
that
scan
would be
used.
ideal.
Interesting scan, not really seeing all too
Another
much.
Arcane Rune, they're gonna see the Arcane Rune.
He's got Arcane, he's got DD, he's got Regen Winter, he's got every room under the face of the planet. Got all three.
Oi,
Or the big
how-
ones. He doesn't care about illusion
how
ringers.
to lose if you're getting this kind of rune ladder?
He's not got the bottle anymore, so he's not bottling them up. So they doesn't have that
I mean,
long
it's good
last.
enough.
Aegis expires though, so there we go. Some breathing room for LFY.
No, he's waiting for his bottle. Seriously, he's waiting for the bottle.
Yeah, he's got the rune now, so why not? What's that rune for the upcoming team fight? He's got the Orchid, so he will be going into the Bloodthorn, it looks like, to deal with that Lunar Evasion. Uh-oh. Oh, Bat Rider. He TP'd away. Quite fast, man. These
Okay,
remnants just
he has the
littering my
refresher.
mini-map.
Bro, he has the refresher.
Well, like last time, they need to jump the Shaman ASAP.
Yeah, but then I think the Panda just needs to go up and create a distraction. Then the Shaman can actually get his stuff down. That's all that needs to
Yes.
happen.
LFY smoke, perhaps preemptively. They may try and fight at this shrine. Don't give EHOME the advantage of putting down those Serpent Wards. It's going to be key here. That's why I'm pretty... Okay, they've gone on the Tiny here. The stun not lasting very long here. They get the Ice Blast here. Old Chicken should shield go down. Does do so. Storm going to ball in from afar with the Arcane Rune. Wants to fight. The Shaman gets off the first Serpent Wards. Is he going to go for a second here? Has got the Refresher. Tiny's going to buy back for this fight here. HYM has popped the Refresher. Is he going to drop the wards here? Doesn't look like he's going to do so immediately. Holding on to it perhaps for the high ground foot. They're tearing apart LFY. They've used all their ultimates. No Stone Gaze, no Eclipse. Looks like that is going to be 2 key LFY heroes dead, and they can push forward with the second Serpent Wards. Oh, no mana. Oh, okay, that's important.
He will have the mana soon.
Okay. Slowly getting that mana regen. Has it now with the Arcane Boots here. Going to drop those wards. Should be a Rax at this point. The Glyph being used. Monet needs to go in there. Someone needs to take out these Serpent Wards. And it looks like they may be able to do so with the Manta style. Rax is going to fall though. Nothing can be done about that. Just the first melee Rax of the game falling. Not the end of the world for LFY. If they can win a fight, they're still in this game, but they're not going to go hunting. Lasso was just coming back up, and they don't have Sand King, who is one of their key initiators. Still anyone's game, Winter, although it is EHOME in the driver's seat. This Shadow Shaman with all the farm that he's got is such a nuisance. If he gets level 25, he's got the Tomb of Knowledge. Oh, he's not going to use it.
I think you just lose the game, right? When he gets the you get the ward attack damage.
Yeah.
It'll be too much damage.
He gave the tomb to the Brewmaster, which is kind of interesting. Finds the Batrider blinks out. During the Primal Split was not doing damage, so he actually managed to blink away. Well,
Where's the party?
What can they do here in their position? It's very hard for them to like be aggressive on the map right now. If they don't get, they need to find a pick off first. Get like a kill with the bat or the Sand King.
Yeah.
Then only they can move out. They can't really move out without that happening.
Felt like they should have tried to move out because Shaman Wards are on cooldown. Like they've got 40 seconds before they're up, 80 seconds before
now it's like
pressure,
really dangerous because whenever the creeps are near your base, I mean, the Shaman just needs to be around there, run in and drop the wards in the base, then you're gonna be screwed.
And more importantly, Medusa doesn't have buyback. She had to buy back for that fight, so if she dies again, it's practically game over from that.
Yeah, Satanic's gonna be up, so on the Luna.
See how much that helps.
That'll be helpful.
Yeah, it depends if they can get the lockdown with the Scythe of Vice. They're going to smoke up on the EHOME side, looking to charge forward. Contest a potential Roshan. It will respawn in 2 seconds' time. Not that LFY we're going to be able to go for that one uncontested. Ball in from a fast Storm Spirit going in, launching for the Luna here. Can they bring down the Luna? The Spirit Vessel has been used. Here's the episode full of Man Burrow Strike with the Knife Blast! Oh, insane combo from LFY. They're going to tear apart EHOME. That's the fight they've been looking for. Tiny's, he died back. He doesn't have buyback here in EHOME. Oh no.
Ooh.
Have they thrown this game, Winter? There's Roshan. They're going to take Roshan, and then they can push. Tiny's buyback
they went on
down.
They went on the Medusa, man.
Oh, they went on the Luna, I believe.
No,
it was,
they pulled.
Oh, it was a Medusa.
Yeah, he bought
okay.
Medusa.
Gotcha. What a godly team fight initiation. Storm's just going to go for the backdoor play at bottom. He could go from mid as well. He may need to pressure mid lane with the impending push from LFY.
Yeah.
Oh. Afu, what a play. That is the kind of place he's become known for during LFY's TFY run. He was the breakout 4-position player alongside GH at that international. Right now, EHOME have got to be starting to feel the pressure after a fight like that.
They have no buyback on the Shaman, I think.
Medusa's not here. Medusa is in the bottom lane, but...
Pusa Trevor? Let's see if Pusa Trevor.
Not currently. Could buy them. Don't win a ball in. Try and clear the creep wave. Does succeed in doing so, but the backdoor protection has been taken away for the time being. Monet need to work on this high ground here. Does he go back in? It looks like that is going to be the case here. Another ball in from the Storm. Going to clear out some of these illusions here. The Hex use as well. He's still got half mana.
He solo defended that.
Yeah. OS Frog, please. Where's the creep wave? Here we go. It's coming back. Tiny, 20 seconds still. They know he doesn't have buyback after that death previously. Another ball in. There's siege creeps though. The siege creeps will stay alive. I'm done with you. Nerf Storm Spirit. You've heard it here first. Winter's done. He doesn't want to see any more storms. Refresher Shard's up, by the way. That was the 3rd Roshan. So taking it away from Shaman, getting it on the Batrider. Batrider's got double lasso. Interesting him. I guess Medusa could have double ulti, but Batrider with the lockdown going to be key.
I guess it's okay because you don't really need like the second gaze anyway if you kill someone right away with the lasso.
Yep. See LFY, what moves they need to make. They really need to push out this bottom lane. Any potential mishap in their defenses can lead to Shadow Shaman just throning them. going for another set of racks. Those double Serpent Wards, if you're not pushing out lanes, is just brutal. They could even use it through backdoor protections, the other thing.
He needs to buy his dagger. I think that's the next thing for him. Because he's been having like a lot of trouble getting the wards in a very good position.
Yep. He's got it queued up. We'll see if he can get the farm for it.
25 at the dagger, that would be the dream.
Ball in mid. Gets broken here. CTY does have buyback to play around with. Also has completed that Bloodthorn now.
Illusion rune, that's illusion. This is like a very important rune for them if they scout this rune out. Like after you have passed the game 40 minutes, I think it's very important to always have wards and the rune. Like at this point of the game, the runes will make a huge difference because it's like double runes. Like if you get like an illusion on DD on a Luna, I think you can just maybe make
they scan them top. Winter, they're going for these kills. HYM's been caught out. He's trying to TP. Lucid Beam will cancel it. He's dead with no buyback. 300 short. HYM.
But
not going to be there to defend. But exactly. There is no. We've seen it before. CTY will come back. He'll clear your creep waves. Top lane is pushed to the base. Mid lane's practically pushed to the base. Bottom lane's pushed out deep. It is damn near impossible for this LFY team to get a high ground push going.
Yeah, and then Tiny gets the illusion rune, so that's important.
Yep.
You don't want the Luna or the Medusa getting it. No
Mid is pushing pretty far forward. CTY does have to address this soon. He's got a DD rune. There's so many good runes to get, whether it's Arcane, DD, Regen. I mean, maybe not as good. Doesn't scale as well into the late game, but still a very strong rune. He's not defending right now. He needs to get back to base, and there we go. So TP now. The creep wave's already kind of in the enemy base here. Medusa just going to try and take this tower here. Wants to go on the high ground.
Drunken Haze.
Can he get it? Yes, he does. Storm goes in, forces a BKB.
Almost killed 2 heroes. What is this?
You don't sound like a fan.
You're not a fan. Like, what's the risk? Like, what's the risk?
I mean, that's the crazy thing is it is such a low risk play, but at the same time, LFY. I mean, they didn't pick hero. They had the chance to maybe counter pick it more with their last pick. Instead, they.
I mean, you can't even siege with the illusions now because he just kills your illusions.
They took out the tier 3, so they can go for the shrines, as much as that is going to help take away some of EHOME's ability to control the map. Of course, Shadow Shaman has definitely slowed down. He's not farming towards the Blink, he's not even getting towards the level 25. Really feels like he needs both of those too.
I think eventually he's going to get there though. Like, if the game keeps stalling out, and now Tiny... You don't really want to buy BKB on Tiny. Like, getting BKB on Tiny means the game has... not gone so well for you.
Yeah. Even just for a Sand King Burrow Strike, feels like he wants to get at this game, but...
No, it's also more like the damage, you know, the Lunar Eclipse is actually doing, and the Epicenter, the damage from those spells are actually killing him. It's less so
he's got the he's got the
status
status resistance, yeah. The stuns and disable don't matter as much because of the grow.
It's like he's dying.
Just smoked up. Tiny's invis here. Not going to get revealed immediately. Storm just pushing out that bottom lane. Can they get a jump on this Storm here? They kind of they see him here. He's going for the rune. Ooh. Not the case. They're going to see it. Drop a Hex down here. Tiny leading the way here with a BKB.
Oh, this one I can't run top. If they scout it out. Alright, we're going to see some crazy stuff again.
Storm's headed that way.
He's walking there. Oh my god, this game is never going to end if he keeps getting Arcane Runes.
That's the thing. It really feels like EHOME are in a position where it's very hard for them to lose. The question is, how do they win this game? Because they've got to find a way to break through the base. Mid lane, they're going to jump on Mona. They get the Hex with the Bloodthorn here. They're trying to burst down the Luna, and it looks like they've got the Disable to do so. Buyback available. Luna may have to do so. Super scored out as well. Oh, Medusa, wrong place at the wrong time. Force up away. Has a Hex here. Can she use it? The buyback's already been used from the Luna. They've lost the AA as well. Storm's just balling around. This Arcane Rune just doing so much work. Finally, CTY's out of mana here. The Epicenter Burrow Strike coming through as well. Can they bring down the Tiny? Tiny getting low here. Is the damage going to be enough? Monet wants him, but the Serpent ones are there as well, doing some good work. Bringing down Super, just barely. Does have buyback here. It looks like the fight may end, and somehow EHOME lost 0 heroes. Tiny's going to regen with his heart. The Spirit Vessel helping out as well. I can't believe Old Chicken survived that one. The Luna Eclipse was throwing, just didn't seem to be hitting the Tiny, and...
Well, he did 4,600 damage on the Storm in that fight.
That is quite formidable. I mean, Tiny did 2,000. That's not too shabby, but you compare those bars, and, well, size matters for this Storm Spirit. He is... packing a mighty presence in this game as CTY balls in from afar again. They take out the Batrider. They're on the high ground with the Serpent Wards. Old Chicken belting away. There should be a second lane of racks. LFY do not want to, can't afford to die here. Otherwise, it's just game over. They do not have buybacks on their carries. Storm wants more, but he's a bit low in mana here. Instead, it's going to be Old Chicken on the front lines, taking out the melee racks before they retreat. They may look to re-engage here once Storm has a bit more mana. No, he's going to TP home. They get a second melee racks. Serpent Wards are all on cooldown. There's the level 25 on Shadow Shaman. There's the Blink Dagger we've been talking about. Suddenly, it gets a whole lot easier for EHOME to even break high ground for that final melee racks and lane at the top.
I mean, I think they have to fight the next Roshan. I don't think they can do anything anymore. Once
Oh look, Winter, another rune. It's a DD.
I mean, that's what happens, you know, after 40 minutes. That's why the team with the map presence, the map control, they're just gonna slowly... They're gonna eventually win because of all these runes.
I don't know, it's I like it though. It's good that it rewards the team that is pushing out on the map. If you're just turtling your high ground, it gives the team that's not turtling ways to actually push high ground and win the game, or at least find kills.
I mean, it's true.
Even with this Winter, it's still taking them over 50 minutes, so...
It's a Dusa Luna.
Yeah, you're not going to push high ground easily against that.
It's A on top of that, then it's a Batrider, you get Lasso if you go up, oh my god.
Oh. ETY with his DD room, waiting for someone to come towards this bottom lane. You can just ball in and say, ah, screw it, I'll just kill these creeps. Balls out.
But I don't think they can wait anymore though. Like, I think if EHOME gets the next rush, I don't think they can fight at all. They need to fight at the rush. Because the refresher shot will be too much to deal with.
Resets the Serpent Wards. They can take out the Shrine. No longer can you TP there, and yeah, they'll scan them. They're like, alright, they're on the high ground. They're not really coming, but are they? Monet on the top lane has cheese still. Not sure where that one popped up from, but could be very useful here. Charging forward is the Batrider. They did break the Storm's Lincoln, so yeah, he's got to get the hell out of there. Batrider's still fishing around. Does not want to go on this Ogre. Man, even this Ogre is farmed. He's level 23, 10k net worth. Soul going to ball in. Uh-oh, it's caught the Luna. Can they save Monet? Not the case. He goes down. That's a dieback. They kept DDC as well. It should be GG, as you're saying here. Medusa, the last hope, caught out somewhat alone here. Gets the Stone Gaze off instead. CTY going to get lassoed here, but where's the damage? The Epicenter being used by Arfu. Can they bring him down? There is going to be an Ice Blast clipping him as well. Arfu, no Burrow Strike for a couple of seconds. Medusa's down. It's GG. Both carries dead. No hope to defend. LFY, they won their first game. They'll drop the second. EHOME picking up their first win in the group stages here. A formidable showing in the Chinese squad led by CTY. CTY's Storm Spirit Winter 12, 4, and 17. Man, was he a menace this game.
Yeah, but the bat like didn't... I feel like the bat didn't really get very good initiations or very good pickups this game for his team. No, I don't really feel like, oh, that lasso actually led to something, that kind of thing. I didn't feel like... No, he